In this video, we're going to talk about latching. Hi mamas, it's Maggie from BeauGen. Welcome to Express Yourself, the YouTube channel where we share tips, tricks, and all things helpful on your mommying journey. In this video, we're going to talk about latching. So stick around for some troubleshooting, great information, and some tips on what you can do. The ugly truth about breastfeeding is that it's not always easy. A lot of times we assume that it is because it's something that's totally natural. But there are many challenges that different moms might face, and one of those challenges, or some of them I should say, is with latching. So what is latching? Latching is when your baby forms a seal with their lips around your nipple and areola. Now, again, it sounds like a simple concept, as simple as putting your boob in the baby's mouth, but it's not that easy. So let's talk about latching. Birth is a bit of a traumatic experience for baby. Think about it. They're nice and they're snug and they've been in that same environment for about 9 months, and now all of a sudden it's bright, it's cold, it's a bunch of different noises, a bunch of different sounds. There's a lot going on. So focusing on one thing like eating is not always something that they're already able to do in the beginning. Latching is also a team effort. So while yes, baby is there to suckle, you also often need to help baby by either holding your breast or bringing baby to your breast when their mouth is open so that they can get the right latch. Okay, so why is latching important? An improper latch or a poor latch means that often baby can't eat, and it can also be painful for moms. It's a great idea before you leave the hospital to make sure that you see a lactation professional. These professionals can help encourage you to teach baby how to properly latch so that you can feel confident about continuing to feed your baby once you've left the hospital. These lactation professionals are on hand and available for you once you leave the hospital as well. A lot of the times we think, we've left the hospital, either we're on our own or we don't want to reach out and bug somebody. It is their job and their passion to help us feed our babies. So if you have any trouble with latching, if you have questions, if you need a virtual consult, or maybe you want to see somebody in person with your baby, please reach out. There are a number of great different lactation professionals available to you, both online and in person. So what does a good latch look like? To get a good latch, your baby should be drawing your entire nipple and about a ½ an inch of your areola into their mouth and creating a seal. One of the reasons that our nipples change color during pregnancy is so that baby can see them once they're born. Babies see often in black and white when they're born, and so the darker the color of the skin, it helps to baby identify that this is in fact where they should be latching. Now, a proper latch means the baby's face is their mouth is up against your breast and their face then is very close. So it actually sometimes looks like the baby can't breathe. But if it is a proper latch, don't worry, the baby can. Some lactation professionals will say that the baby's nose should be about the width of a credit card away from the skin of your breast. How do you get a proper latch then if it takes work, right? So you want to start by holding the baby close to your body. Make sure that you've got all the support you need in terms of nursing pillows or bed pillows, that you're comfortable, and you feel that you're comfortable in holding them, that they're not going to wriggle out of your arm or that your arms aren't going to get tired as you're feeding. Take your other hand and cup your breast and hold it for them. If it's too heavy or too big or the wrong shape, they can't get their mouth around it and create that good seal. So you want to support the breast, and then you can use your nipple and gently rub your nipple against your baby's bottom lip. And this will help to encourage them to open up so that you guys can both work together to get that proper latch. When you rub the nipple against the baby's lip, they will open up, and this is the moment of opportunity. So while you're holding your breast with one hand, you want to bring baby to the breast with the other hand. And you're going to have a limited amount of time to do so before baby decides to close their mouth again. Or they start to close their mouth and then maybe they don't draw enough of the nipple and areola in, and that's an improper latch. If you don't succeed the first time, try again. It's going to take a few times for you and baby to feel each other out and to get into rhythm. And that's why it's so great to do this in front of a lactation professional, because they can give you tips and suggest different methods along the way. When we were in the hospital, we couldn't get baby to latch or nurse in the beginning, so we had to start to simulate the suckling reflex. My husband had to put his thumb inside the baby's mouth to get him to suckle on his thumb, and then I hand expressed colostrum, which we then drew up in a food syringe, and then we fed to the baby as he suckled on my husband's finger. You can then progress maybe to using a nipple shield or some other nursing tips and tricks and slowly work together to get baby to feed. So if you can't do it 100% right away, give yourself some grace, take a few deep breaths, work with your nursing team and your lactation professionals. Together you will get there. And if not, there's always pumping, which is another means of feeding your baby. Remember, fed is best. There's so much pressure that we put on ourselves and that the society puts on us to make sure that we're doing something the right way or their way, and there's really a lot of different ways available out there. So give yourself some grace, moms. So there's a natural thing that babies do called rooting, and that means they're hungry and they're trying to find mom's breast, more specifically their nipple. If they're doing this while you're trying to latch them, that's another sign that they're not getting the proper seal, they're not getting the milk, or that something could be resolved. So some things to try to help get that proper latch is your positioning. If you're not comfortable, there's a good chance that you're not going to be able to hold baby in the right position to get them to latch. So you can switch positions, ask your lactation professionals in the hospital or give them a call afterwards about various positions you can try. I'll link a video that we have on some different nursing positions that you can try. Often in the hospital, they'll teach you the cross cradle or the football hold, but there are some other ones that you can try as well. Alignment is another big area that you can troubleshoot. Making sure that the baby is aligned as you're holding them against your body before their head gets to the breast can be a way to help resolve some of these latch issues. This one's kind of silly, but it's so true. Sometimes your baby might just be missing the target. Like I said, baby's new to this world. Eyesight is a new sensation. They might latch or try to latch on the wrong part of your breast, or sometimes it's funny, they'll try to latch to your cheek or your arm or your husband, your partner who is not able to breastfeed at the moment. So just trying to make sure they're aligned and bringing them as close as you can before you both try to latch is a great way to try to help get that proper latch or that proper seal. And sometimes there's not milk available for them. So this can happen for a number of different reasons, either baby's early or there's some different health conditions. So it's always a good idea to talk with your medical team, to speak to a lactation professional about what could possibly be happening and to work together to troubleshoot. One of the reasons you want to talk to your lactation professionals is every mom and every baby is different. We say this time and time again, and it is so true. Did you know that nipples come in different shapes and sizes? Did you know that there are different conditions or shapes to nipples that can affect your ability to breastfeed or your baby's ability to latch? Did you know that there are things called elastic nipples, inverted nipples, flat nipples? There are all kinds of different shapes of bodies and boobs, and also your boobs are going to be a little bit different in size and shape just within your own body. So by working with a lactation professional, you can start to identify whether there are any issues like these, like elastic nipples, which means that your skin is stretching too much and that baby can't suckle properly. And pumping with the BeauGen cushions is one solution for elastic nipples. So you can start to troubleshoot and find other solutions, maybe beyond what you were shown initially here and there. So the moral of the story with latching and troubleshooting and problems latching is that you're not alone. You're in very good company. This can happen to a lot of moms, especially at the beginning, who then go on to either pump or nurse quite easily throughout the rest of their breastfeeding journey, or they decide to exclusively pump because of some issue that, they decide that this is the right solution for mom and baby. And moms, we support you, whatever your decision. The point of these videos, our blog, our social media channels, is to provide you with all of the information that you need to then take to a professional to make the right decision with those people who know the most about this issue for you and for your baby and your family, because we often think of this as a mom-baby thing, but the rest of the family is affected and involved and can be involved in feeding your little one. So thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like it, leave us questions in the comments, or tell us your story with breastfeeding. We'd love to hear it. We're all birth nerds here at BeauGen, breastfeeding and pumping nerds as well. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified the next time we share content like this one. And stay pumped for BeauGen. Oh, you can email our mommy care team with any questions on how you can use the cushions with various pumps, or whether the cushions help with different breast sizes and shapes, by reaching out to our mommy care team at pumped@beaugen.com. Thanks so much, mamas, and we'll catch you in the next video.